Good morning and thanks for joining us here on Sheridan Speaks. I'm Alan Campbell. 6 people are now in hospital following a school bus crash in Newmarket this morning. York police say that at 10:15 a.m. a school bus collided into another vehicle at Mullock Drive and Stephen Court. Several minor injuries have been reported. Police say that Rose of Sharon, a non-profit organization which provides services for young mothers, was aboard the bus. While many small business owners are actually having a hard time during this economic struggle, just behind me here inside this arena, we caught up with one entrepreneur who's actually expanding his business as opposed to closing his doors. Prince Charles and his wife Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, arriving in Toronto today. Last night at the Bell Centre, the Montreal Canadiens and the Atlanta Thrashers went into the ever-so-popular shootout, tied 1-1. When 5'7", Brian Giunta scores a pretty shootout winner, snapping Montreal's 5-game winless streak. Here outside the Toronto Police Quarters, we actually heard some good news today from the Toronto Police Chief Bill Blair in regards to their program they implemented about 2 years ago. Welcome back. Now over to Nathan with sports, and it looks like the Raptors may have found a way to play defense.
Usually, this is the time of year when Dave Maliniak renews his Ontario Hockey League season tickets. But this year seems to be a different story.
As a season ticket holder, this year I will not be renewing my seats for next year. The way the economy is going, my family's money is just going to be focused on things around the house and things for the kids.
In fact, this season, 12 of 20 teams' attendance figures actually went down compared to last year. The hardest hit? The Plymouth Whalers with an 11.32% decrease. And now with the economy affecting everyone, teams will have a harder time trying to fill seats. London Knights general manager Mark Hunter was quoted as saying he looks at the average cost of a season ticket around the league to make sure his tickets remain affordable for his fans.
The cost for 2 people to come and see an Ontario Hockey League game here at the Hershey Centre runs anywhere between $30 to $40, not to mention the price for season ticket holders. But with today's economic uncertainty, what are teams doing to ensure that these will not be burning a hole in your wallet?
It's very tough just to find somebody up the street who's going to buy the 34-game full pack. Our goal is to get them into a smaller package, introduce them to the team, come out a few times, enjoy the game, enjoy the atmosphere, and then over the span of 2-3 years, move them through the packages eventually into a full game pack.
Whether or not this is his last year as a season ticket holder and joined by others, Ontario Hockey League teams need to be thinking more about their fans than just thanking them with a hockey banner. In Mississauga, I'm Alan Campbell.
Former Chief of Defense Rick Hillier will be appearing before the House of Commons Special Committee today. He is expected to rebut a claim that he had been warned about the dangers of handing over detainees to Afghan authorities. And I may have found the answer that the Leaf fans are looking for. Unfortunately, his size may not match up to other players in the NHL, but he is definitely a young player you will want to keep on your radar. Take note, Leaf fans, of 9-year-old Oliver Wahlstrom scores one of the most incredible goals of the year. And for more information on iTrain Sports or iTrain Hockey, please visit iTrainHockey.com or iTrainSports.com to find out when they will be visiting you in your local community. In Brampton, I'm Alan Campbell. Now back to the news center. You will no longer be able to take stray wildlife into the Toronto Humane Society. It has been announced that the province has revoked their wildlife rehabilitation license.
This is Maninder Marwa's favorite time of day, when she visits her local tanning salon and feels like she is tanning on the beaches of Cancun, even if it's only for 10 minutes.
I like to come to the tanning salon because I'm really pale, so it gives me like a nice tan. I come here twice a week.
In fact, skin cancer is one of the most common forms of cancer for young people between the ages of 15 to 34. A survey done by the Canadian Cancer Society in 2005 showed that more than 50,000 high school students in Ontario had used artificial tanning equipment. Now the Cancer Society is afraid that number may have doubled.
Stephanie Murray from the Canadian Cancer Society was unavailable for an on-camera interview, but she did tell me that the Cancer Society has been trying to ban artificial tanning for youth under the age of 18 for the past 3 years, stating that ultraviolet radiation exposure from tanning beds to anyone under the age of 18 increases the risk of skin cancer earlier and later in life. She also said tanning beds are 5 times stronger than the midday summer sun. So why is it more people prefer to come to tanning beds as opposed to tanning on the beach? And thank you for watching, and that wraps up this segment of the program. We're going to take a short break. I'm Alan Campbell. We'll be back in a moment.